Mel Gibson, a name that has become synonymous with Hollywood legend. From his breakout role in the post-apocalyptic world of Mad Max to his Academy Award-winning triumph with Braveheart, Gibson's career has been nothing short of extraordinary. But beyond the fame and fortune lies a man whose life has been marked by incredible highs and devastating lows. A man who has faced public scandal, personal struggles, substance abuse, and a journey toward redemption. In this video, we dive deep into the fascinating life of Mel Gibson, exploring the triumphs, the trials, and everything in between. Get ready to uncover the untold story of one of Hollywood's most complex figures. Mel Gerard Gibson was born on January 3, 1956, in Peekskill, New York, as the sixth of 11 children in a devout Catholic family. His father, Hutton Gibson, was a writer and World War II veteran, while his mother, Anne Riley Gibson, was of Irish descent. When Mel was 12 years old, the Gibson family relocated to Australia, seeking a fresh start after Hutton's win in a work-related injury lawsuit. This move would profoundly shape Mel's future, leading him to discover his passion for acting and setting the stage for his eventual rise to international stardom. During his teenage years, Mel Gibson's life was a mix of cultural adaptation and self-discovery. After relocating to Australia at the age of 12, Mel found himself navigating the challenges of a new country and a strict Catholic school environment. He was a shy and introspective teenager, initially struggling to fit in. However, it was during this period that Gibson began to explore his passion for the arts. Encouraged by his sister, he auditioned for and was accepted into the National Institute of Dramatic Art in Sydney. This decision marked a turning point in his life, as he discovered a natural talent for acting, where his rugged looks and undeniable talent quickly caught attention. It wasn't long before he landed the role of a lifetime in Mad Max in 1979, a film that would catapult him to international stardom. His portrayal of the brooding post-apocalyptic hero made him a global icon almost overnight. Building on this success, Gibson starred in Gallipoli in 1981, a film that not only showcased his acting range, but also deepened his critical acclaim. The movie, which depicted the tragic story of Australian soldiers during World War I, earned Gibson recognition as a serious actor with depth and versatility. It was a far cry from the action-packed role in Mad Max, proving that Gibson was more than just a one-dimensional action star. Gibson's real breakthrough in Hollywood came with the Lethal Weapon series, beginning in 1987. His role as Martin Riggs, a volatile cop with a death wish, cemented his status as a Hollywood A-lister. The film's success spawned 3 sequels, each more popular than the last, and made Gibson one of the highest-paid actors of the time. His ability to balance humor with intense emotion in these films highlighted his unique appeal as an actor capable of handling both dramatic and comedic roles with equal skill. The pinnacle of Gibson's acting career came with Braveheart in 1995. Not only did he star as the iconic Scottish warrior William Wallace, but he also directed the film. Braveheart was a massive box office hit and went on to win 5 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director for Gibson. The film's success solidified his position as one of Hollywood's most powerful and respected figures. Gibson had achieved what few actors could. He had become a legendary star both in front of and behind the camera. However, as Gibson's career soared to its highest point, the cracks in his personal life began to emerge. Despite his immense professional success, he struggled with alcoholism, a battle that had roots in his early years in Australia and would later lead to a DUI arrest. Additionally, Gibson faced the breakdown of his marriage and subsequent legal battles that further complicated his life. These personal challenges would eventually take a significant toll, but we'll delve deeper into these struggles later in the story. As a result, Gibson's acting career suffered immensely. Once a major box office draw, he found himself increasingly sidelined, with many in the industry reluctant to work with him. His attempts at a comeback, including roles in films like Edge of Darkness in 2010 and The Beaver in 2011, received mixed reviews and failed to reignite his career. His efforts to turn his life around culminated in a return to the director's chair with the 2016 film Hacksaw Ridge. Hacksaw Ridge, the true story of a pacifist soldier who served in World War II, was a critical and commercial success. The film earned 6 Academy Award nominations, including Best Director for Gibson. It was his first Oscar nomination since Braveheart, and it marked a significant step in his redemption. Hollywood began to acknowledge Gibson's talent again, and his career saw a resurgence, though the shadow of his past actions continued to loom large. Gibson's return to acting and directing has been cautious but steady. He has taken on more projects, both in front of and behind the camera, gradually rebuilding his reputation in the industry. While some have welcomed his return, others remain wary, reflecting the complex legacy he has left in Hollywood. Mel Gibson's family has always played a central role in his life. He married Robin Moore, a dental nurse, in 1980, long before he became a household name. Together, they had 7 children: Hannah, twins Edward and Christian, William, Louis, Milo, and Thomas. For many years, Gibson's family life appeared to be a stable force, providing him with a sense of grounding as his Hollywood career took off. The Gibson household, by all accounts, was a traditional one, deeply rooted in the Catholic faith. Gibson, who was raised in a devout Catholic family, continued this tradition with his own children. He once mentioned in interviews that his faith was a guiding force in his life, helping him navigate the pressures of fame and the challenges of Hollywood. However, as his career and personal struggles intensified, the stability of his family life began to waver. One of the most significant struggles in Gibson's personal life has been his battle with alcoholism. Gibson has been open about his issues with alcohol, which date back to his early years as an actor in Australia. The pressures of fame and the relentless scrutiny of the public eye exacerbated these struggles, leading to a cycle of dependency that would plague him for decades. Gibson's alcoholism not only affected his personal health, but also strained his relationships, both personal and professional. His drinking problem came to a head in 2006 when he was arrested for driving under the influence in Malibu, California. The incident was not just about the DUI during the arrest. Gibson launched into an anti-Semitic tirade that was recorded by the arresting officer. The news quickly spread, and Gibson's public image, which had already been suffering, took a catastrophic hit. This incident marked a turning point, leading to increased scrutiny of his behavior and further isolating him from the Hollywood community. After years of battling alcoholism and facing the devastating consequences of his addiction, Mel Gibson made the difficult decision to turn his life around. Recognizing that his drinking was destroying both his career and personal relationships, he sought professional help. Gibson entered a rehabilitation program and committed himself to the process of recovery, embracing the 12-step program as a guide. Through a combination of therapy, support groups, and a renewed focus on his faith, Gibson gradually regained control over his life. His journey to sobriety wasn't easy. It was marked by setbacks and moments of doubt. But over time, he managed to rebuild his life, emerging as a stronger, more self-aware individual. Despite these efforts, the shadow of his past continues to loom over him, making his journey towards sobriety a central narrative in his personal life. Gibson's personal struggles culminated in a series of highly publicized legal battles that further complicated his life. Mel Gibson and his wife Robin Moore separated in 2006, reportedly after Gibson's infamous DUI arrest in Malibu, during which he made anti-Semitic remarks that sparked a significant public backlash. The separation was kept relatively quiet for a few years, but in April 2009, Robin officially filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. The timing of the divorce filing coincided with media reports that Gibson was in a relationship with Oksana Grigorieva, with whom he had recently fathered a child. The divorce was one of the most expensive in Hollywood history. The divorce settlement reportedly granted Robin Moore an estimated $425 million, making it one of the largest divorce settlements ever at the time. In addition to the financial settlement, Robin also received half of the couple's various properties, including homes in Malibu, Costa Rica, and Fiji. The divorce marked a significant turning point in Gibson's life. Robin had been a stabilizing force during their 30-year marriage, helping to manage Gibson's career and family life, particularly as his personal struggles with alcoholism and anger became more pronounced. The dissolution of their marriage represented the loss of a major source of emotional support for Gibson, contributing to a period of turmoil in his life. Shortly after his divorce, Gibson became embroiled in another legal battle, this time with his then-girlfriend, Oksana Grigorieva, with whom he had a daughter, Lucia, born in 2009. The relationship between Gibson and Grigorieva quickly deteriorated, leading to a bitter and highly publicized custody battle. In June 2010, Grigorieva filed a restraining order against Gibson, accusing him of domestic violence. She claimed that Gibson had physically assaulted her during an argument in January 2010, allegedly hitting her while she was holding their infant daughter. Grigorieva provided photographic evidence of her injuries, including a chipped tooth, and claimed that she feared for her and her daughter's safety. The case took a shocking turn when audio recordings of phone calls between Gibson and Grigorieva were leaked to the media. In these recordings, Gibson could be heard making highly offensive, threatening, and abusive comments towards Grigorieva. He used racial slurs, made sexist remarks, and threatened violence against her. The recordings were widely publicized, further damaging Gibson's reputation and career.
Rose garden, you. You understand that? Because I'm capable of it. Bat in the side of the head. How about that using whore? He deserves to be first until I burn the house down. But me first.
Woman when she's holding a child in her hand, breaking her teeth twice in the face. What kind of man is that?
Oh, you're all angry now.
You're gonna get to, you know what?
Sir.
You're gonna answer one day.
In August 2011, Gibson and Grigorieva reached a financial settlement. Initially, Grigorieva was awarded $15 million, but she later agreed to a reduced sum of $750,000 as part of the final settlement, along with a house to live in until their daughter turned 18. The settlement also included a gag order preventing Grigorieva from discussing the case publicly. The legal battle between Gibson and Grigorieva was one of the most sensational and damaging celebrity scandals of the decade. It had a significant impact on Gibson's career, further tarnishing his public image following previous controversies. Despite the turmoil in his personal life, Mel Gibson has often spoken of his children as his greatest source of pride. His 7 children with Robin Moore and his daughter with Oksana Grigorieva are, by all accounts, central to his life. Gibson has been described as a devoted father who, despite his flaws, has always tried to be present for his children. The Gibson children have generally maintained a low profile, even as their father's life has been the subject of intense public scrutiny. On the acting front, Gibson starred in Daddy's Home 2 in 2017, where he played the tough, grizzled father of Mark Wahlberg's character, bringing his signature mix of humor and intensity to the role. The film was a box office hit and showcased Gibson's comedic chops, alongside a strong ensemble cast. In 2020, Gibson took on the role of Kris Kringle in the dark comedy Fat Man, a gritty and unconventional take on the Santa Claus myth, which earned him praise for his unique and intense portrayal. He also appeared in Force of Nature in 2020, a crime thriller where he played a retired cop caught in the middle of a dangerous heist during a hurricane. These roles, combined with his directorial work, have helped re-establish Gibson as a versatile and bankable star in Hollywood, demonstrating his ability to tackle a wide range of genres and characters. The legal battles, the public humiliation, and the personal losses have all left their mark on Gibson, but they have also shaped him into a man who continues to seek redemption. His family, despite the turmoil, remains a central part of his life, offering him both challenges and a sense of purpose. Mel Gibson's story is one of extremes: extraordinary success and devastating failure, public disgrace and private redemption. His legacy is complex, a reflection of both his immense talent and his deeply human flaws. In the end, Mel Gibson's life is a testament to the highs and lows of fame, the power of redemption, and the enduring nature of the human spirit. As we close this chapter, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from Celeb Hype. Until next time, keep your head high and your spirits even higher.